You're trying to figure out routing with Jobber, and I'm here to show you. My name is Erica Crouppen, and I'm the owner of Crouppen's Poopin' Scoopin', which is a dog waste removal business. And I've been using Jobber for quite some time. But what I want to do is I want to show you how I route a Tuesday on my route. And I also need to make some adjustments because if you look here on the screen, this scooper is coming all the way over here when this scooper right here should be taking care of these. Now, when you set your routes up, they change as people drop off, as new people come on, as you get a new scooper, things definitely change. So I need to go in and I need to make some adjustments. The first thing that I'm going to want to do is I am just looking at this route. I'm looking to see how many houses Scooper 1 has and how many houses Scooper 2 has. Now, Scooper 1 has 24 houses and Scooper 2 only has 15. They're both full-time scoopers. I need to go in and I need to make some adjustments. There is room left on the schedule. Usually we have them maxed out at between 25 and 26 houses. Now this changes based upon like people dropping off, new people coming on, bi-weekly services versus weekly service. So what I want to do first is I want to come on here and I will click onto the customer and I'm going to hit edit because I'm going to change the scooper. So I come over here to team and then I assign it to the scooper that is needed. I'm not going to permanently change and update this right now because I need to look at like the further out weeks to see if the reason why it's so light right now is because there's maybe a lot of twice a weeks on for next week. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to manually change this. Okay, I am happy with this so far. I just want to kind of look at this. So for the most part, we have really good grouping. This little area right here is it's decent. I mean, it could definitely be better, right? But then we have one way over here and it's kind of irritating. You're like, well, why would you do that? This is a twice a weeker. And my twice a weeks are either on Mondays and Thursdays or Tuesdays and Fridays. So she is a Tuesday and Friday. Now, normally it would be color coded. There's something I must have done on the back end because normally it would be this light blue color to let me know that that's a twice a week. And then we have some houses over here as well. They're also a twice a week. So all of these are twice a weeker. So that's why they're the outliers. As for where do we start, you can put a start one in here if you want. If you want to create like the address of where you're starting, if it's your shop, if it's your home, you can add that onto your route as well. I know that we're going to be starting from over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this address. It's going to highlight over here. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to hit route from here and hit OK. And then Jobber just kind of does its thing. It goes boop, 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 and routes you around. Do, 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 do. If you want to make adjustments, all you have to do is drag and drop. And what I do is I usually just filter out who I'm working on at that time. So if I want to move it, I would just swap that around. So that looks good. We like that. Then that way they end here and then they just shoot straight down Cherry Hill to drop the truck off. Perfect. So we come over here and we go to the next scooper. And if you look on this route, because his stuff is set up right, the red, I have that color coded, which you can do that over here in the settings. And that lets me know that there's an aggressive dog. This is a bi-weekly service. So he's got a couple of aggressive dogs and a couple of bi-weeklies. Now, the vehicle is stored over here because he keeps the vehicle at his home. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start over here in this corner. I like to either start like the furthest out. So then hopefully it just kind of like routes it properly. So let's see how we're going to route it. And this route density is pretty decent, I would have to say. I don't have a bunch of houses on the same street. I'm not quite there yet. So this is like, I would say this is decent routing for me for having 19 stops on this scooper. So we're going to hit route from here and see what it does. And so it routes you up, boom, 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 routes you down here and around and do. Now I'm looking at this, I'm like, wait, why is it going to take me here? That's going to take me here, and that's going to take me here. Because we're going over an expressway, and there's no clear shot to just go through. So that does make sense. So we would hit over there, bounce, and then we would shoot up and shoot down. What we'd do, they'd probably come down, cross over the expressway, and come down. Or hop right on the expressway, shoot out, and go right there. And that's what my Tuesday looks like. Ideally, I would love it if this was big enough to have two scoopers in the area and I would either split it left or right or north and south, but that's just not how my cookie has crumbled with my routing. Commonly asked questions I get asked is, do you have to do this every day? Is there a way to set it and forget it? No, you do have to do this for every day, for every week. So I go in once a week, once a month, and I go in and I build out the schedule for the entire month. And then each week I just go in and I make some little tweaks here and there depending on what the situation is. Now there is a way to do a master schedule over here in your settings. So you go to settings, route optimization, you come over here, and then you could be like, oh, I'm going to build out a master list. This does not work for us. I don't know how to get it to work. I'm not sure how it works. I don't even look at it. Sorry, Jobber. This doesn't work for us. I'm going to be super transparent with you guys. You know I love you. I got a lot of good things to say about a lot of your features, but this is like, how? How do you use it? Because it's not very user friendly. All right, there's my tutorial for Jabber and for the routing. If you're interested in using Jabber and you haven't signed up yet, go ahead down the description and click my link. You can get a 14-day free trial and a discount when you sign up. Thank you.